What's up, everybody? This is Zach coming to you from My Freedom Smokes, here today to talk to you about how to choose the mech mod that is right for you. Mech mod just means mechanical mod. For all of you out there that use regulated devices, these are completely different. As you can see, it's just a tube made out of metal with a contact at the bottom, so it can create a current and it can send power up to your atomizer. Most mech mods are used strictly, are supposed to be for just strictly rebuildables. There are some people out there that throw tanks on a mech mod. I personally don't know why you do it, but if it's your thing, you know, more power to you. But one simple rule I just want to get out of the way: never use a tank on a hybrid mod. Hybrid just means that there is direct connection from the atomizer to the battery. There's no top cap that you have to adjust a connection for. Less for the current to flow through means a more powerful hit, basically. Mech mods are, hybrid mods are basically just stuff like the Simple, stuff like the Phantom that we carry, the Limitless, stuff like that. Non-hybrid mods are like the Kindred from Council of Vapor. What I mean by top cap, for adjustable pin, this would be your top cap. You'd screw your atomizer right into there, and then these are the pins on the bottom that you would have to adjust to get rid of that battery rattle. You don't want to deal with that battery rattle. A lot of people still use mech mods. I know that I still use mech mods here and there. It takes me back to when I first started vaping, and there's still a ton of mech mods being pushed out just about every day because there's still a market for it. And I'll get into how to choose the right one for you. It does come into personal preference, just like anything in this life of ours. But there's also certain things you want to take into consideration when choosing the right mech mod for you. If you're someone that likes to build low, and you're someone that likes to blow a lot of clouds, or you're someone that likes to do tricks, stuff like that, you're going to want a mech mod that has the right type of contacts and the right type of material to be able to handle the low builds that you are going to be putting on this thing. Stuff like the Kindred with like stainless steel contacts, you're not really going to want to put any low builds on that. That's more for like a high build flavor chaser. Even though most flavor chasers tend to lead more towards regulated devices because it helps with that, there are still some people out there that like to flavor chase with a mech mod. And that's what I would recommend the Kindred for. Nothing too low, because then you are going to get hot spots, which just means that your button's going to feel like it's getting hot, stuff like that, which does actually happen a lot with mech mods. Contacts get dirty and stuff like that, but I recommend copper for anyone that's building low. I recommend something like a Limitless for anyone that's building low, which is a mod that we carry here at My Freedom Smokes. Pretty much everything you see on this table we carry here. It's right out of our showcase. So something like the Simple mod, which is what I have here, it is a hybrid. We do carry this here at My Freedom Smokes. We have a Simple type mod, which is made by A-Mod. It is a clone of the authentic Simple, but it is a very good clone. A-Mod actually, in my opinion, put out the best Simple there is besides the original V1. Something like that you can throw a low build on. It is a hybrid. Another thing with hybrids that I would like to let people know, just for safety and battery safety, is make sure your atomizer is screwed in tightly into the mod or into the top cap like the Phantom. It is a hybrid, but it still has a top cap. It's a piece that you screw into your mod. That's what I'm using right now. And what you want to make sure of is that that is screwed in and on the mod before you put your battery in. You never want to screw down the atomizer directly onto the battery with the battery already in the mod. And something like I have the Phantom here. The Phantom is my personal favorite mech mod that we carry here at My Freedom Smokes. It's affordable, it's simple, and it's just an all-around good mod. It's good for flavor chasing, and you can put pretty low builds on here. And it can handle it. I haven't got a hot button yet from it. I'm sure that we have a review on it if that's something that you're interested in. Another thing in choosing a mech mod is looks. You know, it's aesthetically pleasing, and also something like with the Limitless, you have a bunch of different sleeves. There are 3 body types for the Limitless. You have your aluminum, you have your copper, and you have your brass. And they all have a bottom piece that disconnects from it, where you would put your battery in, the button, and you can put different sleeves on it, just for like a different look, something that you like. Maybe you have a bunch of different atomizers you want to throw on the same mod, but you don't have a sleeve that'll look good with it. And that's another cool thing about the Limitless, is there are many sleeves out there. So that might be something that you're looking for, might help you in your search for a mech mod. Then there are some companies that do make mech mods that we do not carry here at My Freedom Smokes. My favorite mech mod of all time, which is the Brass and Copper by Scotchua LLC. Those are great mech mods. He has 18650s and 26650s, and that's another thing you want to consider in looking into a mech mod. There are 26650 mech mods and 18650. 18650 is just your regular size, smaller battery. 26650 is the large batteries that you see in some vape shops that you might shop at, or even here on our website. 18650 battery, for those of you that don't know, maybe those of you that use a regulated device with a built-in battery, is this size. I do not have a 26650 with me, but imagine this, just a lot fatter. Big old boy, big old fat battery. And there are mods that do take those. And another one, the Rig V2, just Rig in general. You know, Vamp, they're a great company, Vaping American made products. We don't carry those here, but those are great mech mods. Those are also mods that a lot of, I guess you could say, famous cloud chasers, big people that are really big in the vaping community and the industry itself, they use those. And I'm trying to think of some others. I know that there's a ton out there, but those are two of my favorite that we don't carry here, Scotchua and the boys over at Vamp that make the Rig. Really, choosing your mech mod, like I said, personal preference, and it's just really what you're looking for. It all comes down to the look that you want your mech mod to have. It all comes down to the build that you like building to. You like your lower ohms, you're gonna want to go with probably a brass or a copper mod, with also copper contacts. I like copper contacts. Copper is very conductive. It's the most conductive material besides, you know, pure silver basically, which means that current's just gonna flow through a lot faster, and also less ramp up time on your low builds depending on what wire you're using. If you're someone that just likes, you know, I guess flavor chasing really, which is the only thing I can really think of calling it, then I'd recommend something like a Kindred or even an aluminum Limitless. Aluminum, I like aluminum, but it does get a bit hot on the lower builds, can't really handle it that well. And I believe that the aluminum Limitless also has copper contacts. It's just that aluminum body does get pretty hot. Well, once again, I'm Zach coming to you from My Freedom Smokes. You know, I'm here to help. We're all here to help. We're here at your one-stop shop in Charlotte, North Carolina. And as always, I'll never not say it because I'll never not mean it. I hope all you beautiful people have a great day.